Rango is the film directed by Gore Verbinski after his success on the Pirates of the Caribbean, went to direct his best film yet with the most creative freedom he had been lacking for his past films and directed something spectacular. Elaborate.
Hold on. You're saying this here jug was empty when you found it?
And
Someone's got a
wacky.
bad valve.
All right, which one of you fellers need to check up?
To serve in the end as an excuse to explore something much smaller and said more important. Character.
That's interesting.
I do apologize for the shoes, Mr. Rango, but there's a certain protocol to this game, you understand?
Gore accomplishes two major things when tackling his characters, making them memorable
I'd say I'm what hell was already raised up. Name's Rango.
through the use of his actors and camera, and secondly, have them interact with a world much larger than them. Now I want to talk about the first moment Rango is introduced to the mayor. But before I begin analysing this scene, here is some background on the characters at hand. Now Rango, who can be described by his own name,
I could be anyone.
and his creation of his identity, he has sculptured a fake persona to act as if he is among the parts he's not acquainted with.
As a matter of fact, I am.
He is looking for his true identity. Now Rango is going to meet the mayor, who we know little to nothing about, but his position in power.
The future, Mr. Rango. The future.
When going into this scene, we are met with a very symmetrical wide shot on Rango primed to meet the mayor. In this shot, two paintings of the mayor holding weapons above his head, representing the control he has upon Rango, without his acknowledgement. Its lack of music and sound is contrasted to the town. This elaborates two things. The power in silence answers in control and foreshadows the threat the mayor holds. Rango intrudes on this silence, picking up the golf club. This just adds to Rango's witty self as he proceeds to knock down all the golfs onto the ground. We then get a reintroduction of a past character called Beans, and her reaction towards a land wanting to be sold. This prepares us for the mayor, who we know to be a powerful figure.
The mayor will see you now.
Now this sound edit feels unsettling and draws us back from the fantasy Rango has been playing in. We are given this extreme close-up that also is utilised as a wide shot, but by reversing Rango representing his lack of power and the mayor secretly acknowledging Rango's facade.
Water, Mr. Rango. Water. Without it, there's nothing but dust and decay.
Stop. Seems familiar? This is meant to call back to the box Rango is trapped in. He is stuck, still unsure of who he is, whilst he walks into the town's most important location. Somehow, he has stumbled into someone else's box.
Look at them. So desperate to live, they'll follow it anywhere.
Now that quote foreshadows the events that take place preceding this meeting, where the water goes missing, and the town fighting with everything they have.
That's the immutable law of the desert. Control the water, and you control everything.
Now that line,
But I
said
don't
whilst
have to
holding a
do that.
key, which inevitably leads to the water, hints that the mayor hides the understanding of the controllability of the water to hold leverage over the dying town for his own
Control the
gain.
water, and you control everything.
Being a true man of the West, as you are.
The mayor invokes this sentence with a proposal, bringing a question onto Rango that shows uncertainty.
Oh yeah, the West is the best.
This pulls Rango to put on his disguise in fear, exactly the response the mayor was looking for.
Not Noah's deluge. Good heavens, I'm not that old.
Now the next few shots build on Rango's bumbling self as he awkwardly converses with the mayor and drops his vintage collection of water, but they also go into the mayor's wants of a greater future for his town.
But I think there's a future for this town, and I hope you'll be part
Now, there is one key tool used within this movie, Now, animations aren't real. They don't use real cameras, everything is done digitally, but to trick the brain into thinking that they're within a movie, it has to look like one. Because our brains are triggered to correlating what we see in an animation to what we normally see in cinema, so adding distortions to the camera adds to the reality of a lens, or making a mistake makes it feel like it's a production. Now, look, this scene here, the bottle is in one shot, is seen with the lid off, and in the next, it is closed. This was a purposeful mistake, to instead take you out of the experience, but actually immerse you. I know that sounds crazy, but it's a whole psychology towards it. Anyway, let's continue.
You see them, Mr. Rango? All my friends and neighbors.
We see in this shot, the camera is angled to show power that the mayor has over the rest of Dirt, with the camera looking down upon the town.
Do you know how they make it through each and every day? They believe. They believe it's going to be better. They believe that the water will come. They believe against all odds and all evidence that tomorrow will be better than today. People have to believe in something. Right now, they believe in you.
Okay, so this whole entire scene is meant to fool the audience. Each camera shot is either positioned upwards at Rango or having the mayor and Rango looking eye to eye. The mayor, although it doesn't sound or look it, has all the control.
Your destiny awaits. People have to believe in something.
The mayor builds upon his false hope onto Rango. He repeats the use of believe.
They believe. They believe. They believe. They believe against all odds and all evidence. People have to believe in something. They believe in you. People have to believe in something.
Sociologically, deceiving Rango, building upon his ego and confidence. This inevitably leads to his downfall.
All you've done is lie to these good people. You ain't nothing but a fake and a coward. Isn't that right? Louder!
Yes.
And the mayor's
All my
uprising of
problems
power.
taken care of. Except for one.
The mayor is also disguising himself. Whereas Rango is hiding half of himself currently, the mayor has already personified himself as somebody different. This is all representative of how much light is covered upon their face. But at the end, we see this fallen lizard become Rango.